The BBC has finally given an update about the 2026 Doctor Who Christmas special, and it's probably news that will disappoint a lot of people. They have confirmed today that the Christmas special is no longer happening, and also that Russell T Davies and Bad Wolf Productions will be departing the partnership. I sort of expected that side of the news to be announced, because I definitely seen from the original press release is that it was more like Russell T Davies agreed to come back to at least wrap up their era. And I kind of get what the BBC wants here. They said in the press release that they want, you know, a bright future for the show instead of just producing a one-off special. But that's a big problem because of what Russell did last year. He ended the show on a cliffhanger. Ncuti regenerated into Billie Piper. And I think that is the thing that upsets me the most, is because if you knew that the show was not going to be a guarantee, why end it on a cliffhanger? I just don't like that. I also don't really like the Instagram post that Russell put out today. It's like he's acknowledging he never had a special. He never wrote it. It was just cooked up to hopefully get more interest in the show. Then why tease us for so long about it? And now we get nothing for it. It's interesting to me that there was so much they talked about. Like, I think even the magazine, and it's just this, and I'm shocked they teased such a negative press release, But it does put whoever wants to take on Doctor Who at a huge disadvantage because, well, they now have to deal with that cliffhanger, and I really don't think they will. I would just skip that all entirely and just do kind of a soft reboot like 2005. But we really don't know when that will be. It's going to be a couple years, which is kind of disappointing. The thing is, though, I'm just happy that we finally have news. But also sad that we don't really know what's going to happen. I remember when Russell T Davies was first announced in 2021, and I was excited. Doctor Who had a future, and it wasn't going to be paused. And he, in turn, became the person who paused it. Crazy to think about, But to me, Doctor Who is still around everywhere we look right now. There is expanded media, from Big Finish to books to comics. There is even Circuit Breaker coming out later this month. So we're always going to have Doctor Who content, just not on our television screens. And I hope it's not a long wait till we get an update. And I hope that there's more animations coming and more amazing home media releases like the TV movie. I don't want this to be a sad wilderness years again for fans. I want there to be still some joy. That we still have Doctor Who in some way. And you know what? The show is why this channel exists, and there's so many amazing fans. And I really hope that the future of Doctor Who is bright, but I just don't see that at the moment. But I'm still happy for what we got, even if I don't think the last two seasons were amazing. At least we got them. I just don't think this BBC Disney Plus partnership worked out, and it just failed. It prevented Ncuti from staying from the show and not leaving. We could have gotten a third series, but even if it got canceled, that third series, Ncuti could have been the incumbent, and we could have seen them, in extended media or something. But instead, we get this just really weird cliffhanger, and I think that's the part I don't like about it. Sorry for all this rambling here in this video. I just wanted to talk about this news, and, just let's not blast Doctor in distress quite yet. What do you think of this news? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video, which will be later tonight, and it'll be a little bit more positive, I promise. Thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.